Welcome back. Now, I stand beside one of the most iconic and inspirational sights in the world, the Stars and Stripes, the beautiful flag of your country, the United States of America. Okay, and I'm English, and we love this country. So take a good look while you can, because we're going to come and take it back from you as soon as we can. But while we're waiting, why don't you enjoy the unique, magical stylings of Penn Teller?
One of my favorite bits in our whole show right there. Handkerchief is there, and then it's gone. Sprinkles. Oh, it's a miracle. And we're supposed to show you miracles that are, like all miracles, totally fake. We're also supposed to give you content, something to think about. And as beautiful as that moment is, it means nothing. And sometimes you can add content to a bit merely by changing the props. What if instead of using that white silk handkerchief, that meaningless piece of cloth, we would use a piece of cloth that was nothing but meaning? Now, before we go any further, we'd like to reassure you there mean no disrespect toward this flag. Joe and I are proud Americans. We consider ourselves to be patriotic. We got a little more patriotic about 15 years ago. We spent time in Egypt, China, and India, because nothing can make you love the USA more than overseas travel. We were overseas, we were humbled by the realization of how much of our prosperity and our happiness, even our individual personalities, how much of all of that comes directly from the liberties that are symbolized by this flag. But even so, a couple of goofballs handling the flag on stage in Vegas does bring a weird kind of energy to the room. It's energy we're talking about. We talk about content, because of this piece of cloth on stage, there's a lot to think about. But the cloth was only one of the 3 props Teller used. He also used a magic wand and a meaningless piece of paper, which we'll replace with a meaningful piece of paper, the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution of the United States of America. This is, no, it's not the real original Bill of Rights. We can't afford that yet. But all the words, and more importantly, all the ideas are on this paper. We have the First Amendment, which is usually abbreviated the Freedom of Speech Amendment, and speech has been defined rather broadly to include symbolic speech, and therefore the Supreme Court has said we can do anything we want with this flag. The thinking seems to be no matter what happens to the flag physically, symbolically, it's always protected by the Bill of Rights. So we take a piece of tinder and a very eccentric magic wand, and we can do this. And it's okay. See, though the flag is gone, the Bill of Rights remains. We like to think we added a little bit of content to that bit. First of all, there's an idea that Teller and I have been talking about forever, and that is what would happen if you were to burn a flag. Not in disgust, not in protest of anything, but rather in celebration of the very freedoms that flag symbolizes. But more relevant to our show is the ambiguity. The fact that you really know what's going on. I mean, do we burn a flag? Do we symbolically burn a flag? Or do we merely vanish a flag in a patriotic flash of fireworks? Well, it's all of those, it's none of those, it's up to you. You see, most shows and movies and TV are all fake. They're phony, they're fiction. And news and sports, they're supposed to be real. But Penn Teller, We like to drive fast right on down the middle because sometimes we're showing you and telling you the truth as we see it from the bottom of our hearts. And sometimes we're lying, cheating, and swindling. And it's up to you to figure that out. We can only allow you that freedom because we're working in a free country. If we were trying to do our show in another country, a country without our Bill of Rights, well, things would be different. Because there's one thing a totalitarian government cannot tolerate, it's ambiguity. They don't care very much what you believe, as long as you all believe it together. Shouldn't be enough to just show you that the flag was fine at the end of the trick. Not in that context, no. Have to show you every step of the way. Make sure you're all thinking and feeling the exact same thing. Make sure there was no dissent. Make sure that you're all united. And once we've done that, once we've laid it all on and do whatever we want, take a piece of chemically treated flash paper and a very eccentric wand, and we can do this. But it's a lousy trick. And that's why Penn Teller is so proud to work in the United States of America. On the shore, dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where our foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes, what is that which the breeze with the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam. In full glory reflected, it shines in the stream. 'Tis the Star-Spangled Banner, oh long may it wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Penn Teller, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous. That's what I call a big finish. That's our show. Join us next week for more fun. For Penn Teller, I'm Jonathan Ross. Have a magical night.